Alright, let's talk about how to stay on a woman's mind without playing games or being someone you're not. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about showing up as a confident, high-value man who naturally sparks her curiosity and keeps her wanting more. Women are complex, and relationships are a dance of energy, timing, and connection. If you want her to miss you, to think about you when you're not around, you've got to understand how to create that pull authentically. This guide lays out 5 strategies to make her crave your presence, written in a way that's real, relatable, and easy to apply. These aren't about being distant or cruel, they're about owning your worth, living a full life, and letting her come to you. Plus, we'll dive deep into each one with examples, tips, and why it works, so you've got everything you need to put this into action. Let's get into it. 1. Be the guy who doesn't hand out free compliments. Women live in a world where attention is everywhere. Between social media likes, random DMs, and guys tripping over themselves to get noticed, validation is like candy. It's cheap and easy to find. But here's the thing. When something's too easy, it loses its value. If you're just another guy showering her with compliments or jumping to reply to every story she posts, you blend into the noise. The fix? Be different. Hold back on the easy praise and make your attention mean something. When you give her a compliment, make it specific, thoughtful, and rare. Instead of saying, "You're so pretty," try, "I love how your laugh lights up the room. It's contagious." It's deeper, it's real, and it stands out. By not being another like in her notifications, you become the guy she's curious about, the one she actually wants to hear from. This isn't about being cold or ignoring her, it's about valuing your energy. If you're always available, always hyping her up, she'll take it for granted. But when you're selective, she starts to wonder why you're not chasing her like everyone else. That curiosity, it's what keeps her thinking about you. How to do it. Don't like or comment on every post. If you do engage, make it count. Drop a witty comment that shows you're paying attention, like, "Okay, you're out here living your best life with that sunset view." Then leave it. Compliment something unique about her, but don't overdo it. One heartfelt comment per date is plenty. For example, "You've got this vibe that makes everyone around you loosen up. Where's that come from?" Don't reply instantly every time. If she sends you a selfie, don't gush. Try, "Looking solid, but I bet you're even better in person." It's playful but not desperate. Scarcity creates value. When your attention is rare, she treasures it more. Plus, it shows you're a man with standards, not someone who's easily impressed. She'll start chasing your validation instead. 2. Let her meet you halfway. Early in a relationship, it's tempting to take the lead on everything. Texting first, planning dates, keeping the convo going. But if you're always the one reaching out, you're setting yourself up to look like you're more invested than she is. That's a vibe that screams needy, and it's not attractive. Instead, create a balance. Let her initiate sometimes. Give her space to text you first, suggest a hangout, or show she's into you. This doesn't mean you ghost her, it means you're confident enough to let the relationship breathe. If she's interested, she'll step up. If she doesn't, that's a sign she's not as invested, and you're better off knowing early. This balance shows you respect yourself. You're not chasing her, you're building something together. It also makes her feel like she's earning your attention, which makes her value you more. How to do it. If you've been texting back and forth, don't always keep the chain going. Let the convo end naturally sometimes, and wait for her to restart it. For example, after a fun exchange, you might say, "Gotta run, catch you later." Then wait for her to hit you up. After you plan a date, let her suggest the next one. If she says, "That was fun, we should do it again," respond with, "For sure, what's something you'd love to do next?" It puts the ball in her court. Don't always be the one asking how her day was. Share something about your day like, "Just had the wildest meeting at work, what's good with you?" It invites her to engage without you pushing. When she invests effort, she feels more connected to you. Plus, it shows you're not desperate, which makes her respect you more. A relationship where both people show up feels way more real. 3. Know when to say goodbye. Whether you're on the phone, texting, or hanging out in person, always aim to leave the interaction on a high note. Don't let conversations drag until they fizzle out or get awkward. If you're the one to end things first, politely and confidently, it leaves her wanting more. For example, if you're on a call and it's going great, don't wait for her to say she's tired. Wrap it up with, "Hey, this was fun, but I've got an early morning. Let's pick this up soon." It shows you've got a life outside of her, which makes you more intriguing. She'll be thinking about when she'll hear from you next instead of feeling like she got enough of you. This works in person too. If you're at a coffee shop and the vibe's good, don't overstay until you're both scrolling your phones. Say, "This was awesome, but I've got a thing to get to. Let's do it again soon." Then leave with a smile. That little bit of scarcity makes her crave the next moment with you. How to do it. On the phone, after about 20-30 minutes of a great chat, say, "Yo, I'm loving this, but I've got to handle some stuff. Talk soon?" Keep it warm but firm. If you're in a fun text exchange, don't keep it going forever. After a few back and forth, say, "All right, I'm out for now, but I'll hit you up later." Then let her re-engage. At the peak of a date, start wrapping up. For example, "This spot's dope, but I've got plans later. Let's plan something else soon." It leaves her excited for next time. Ending things first shows you're not clingy and you've got a full life. It also creates a sense of anticipation, making her wonder when she'll see you again. That's the sweet spot for keeping her thinking about you. 4. Show her what she's missing. You don't need to brag or flex, but subtly letting her see you're living a vibrant, exciting life can make her want to be part of it. Women are drawn to men who are out there doing cool stuff, whether it's hiking with friends, trying a new hobby, or just having a good time. When she sees you thriving, it triggers a little FOMO, fear of missing out, which is a powerful motivator. Social media can help here, but it's not about posting thirst traps or trying to look like an influencer. Share glimpses of your life that show you're engaged and happy. Maybe a pic from a concert, a quick story of you and your buddies cracking up, or a shot of a new spot you're exploring. The goal is to make her think, "Wow, he's got a lot going on. I want to be part of that." This works in person too. Casually mention fun things you're doing without making it sound like a sales pitch. For example, "I'm hitting up this new taco spot with some friends this weekend. It's supposed to be unreal." It's subtle, but it plants the seed that your life is full and she's not the center of it. How to do it. Post once or twice a week about something fun. Maybe a pic from a hike with the caption, "Chasing views and good vibes." Keep it natural, not staged. Drop little hints about your life. If she asks what you're up to, say, "Just got back from a road trip with my crew. Man, we had some stories." Then pivot to ask about her. If you're out with mutual friends, let them talk you up a bit. If she hears you're killing it from someone else, it hits harder. FOMO is real. When she sees you living well, she'll want to join the party. It also shows you're not sitting around waiting for her, which makes you more attractive. 5. Give her space to miss you. After a great first date, your instinct might be to lock in the next one ASAP. Pump the brakes. Giving her a few days to sit with the memory of that date is key. It lets her replay the good moments, wonder what you're up to, and build anticipation for what's next. If you're too quick to plan another hangout, you risk looking like you're all in too soon, which can kill the vibe. This waiting period also shows you've got other priorities. You're not just sitting by the phone, waiting for her to say yes to date 2. It gives her a chance to miss you and maybe even reach out first, which is a great sign she's into you. The goal is to keep the connection warm without smothering it. How to do it. After the date, send a simple text like, "Had a blast tonight, you're good company. I'll hit you up soon." Then give it 2-3 days before reaching out again. If she hits you up during that waiting period, keep it light and flirty. For example, "Yo, didn't expect to hear from you so soon. Miss me already?" Then suggest a date a few days out. When you do reach out, don't ask, "When are you free?" Say, "I'm thinking we grab drinks Thursday. Cool with you?" It's confident and gives her something to look forward to. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Giving her space to reflect on the date builds her excitement and makes her feel like she's earning your time, not just getting it for free. These 5 strategies, holding back on validation, balancing initiation, mastering the goodbye, inducing FOMO, and giving her space, aren't about playing hard to get. They're about being a man who knows his worth, lives a full life, and invites her to be part of it. When you show up this way, you're not just another guy in her inbox. You're the one she's thinking about when she's scrolling through her phone or lying in bed at night. Here's how to start applying this today. Value your attention. Next time you're tempted to like her story or send a quick compliment, pause. Save it for a moment that matters. Let her reach out. Go a day or 2 without texting first. See if she initiates. If not, hit her up with something playful to keep the vibe going. End on a high note. Whether it's a call or a date, leave when things are good. Say, "This was fun, but I've got stuff to handle. Talk soon." Show your life. Share a glimpse of your world. Post a story, mention a cool plan, or bring her into your orbit without making it all about her. Give space. After your next date, wait a couple of days before planning the next one. Let her miss you a little. Why this matters? Understanding how to create that pull isn't just about dating, it's about becoming a better version of yourself. When you focus on your value, live a life you're proud of, and approach relationships with confidence, you're not just more attractive to women, you're more fulfilled as a person. You'll carry yourself differently, connect more deeply, and attract people who vibe with the real you. But none of this works if you just read it and move on. The magic happens when you put it into practice. You'll mess up sometimes. Maybe you'll text too soon or overdo a compliment. That's fine. Learn from it and keep going. Every step you take toward owning your worth makes you a stronger, more magnetic man. To make this even more practical, here are a few situations you might run into and how to handle them with these principles. She's slow to reply. If her texts are taking forever, don't double text or ask, "You okay?" Keep living your life. Post a story of you out having fun, then hit her up a day later with, "Yo, you alive? Had a crazy day." It shows you're not sweating it. She's fishing for compliments. If she says something like, "I look terrible today," don't rush to reassure her. Tease instead. "Nah, you're pulling it off, but I bet you clean up nice." It's playful without giving her the easy win. She cancels plans. If she bails on a date, don't get mad or beg. Say, "No worries, stuff comes up. Let me know when you're free." Then go do something fun and share a glimpse of it. She'll feel the FOMO. Creating that spark where a woman misses you isn't about being distant or manipulative. It's about being a man who's confident, engaged in his own life, and selective with his energy. When you show up this way, you're not just another option. You're the guy she can't stop thinking about. Use these strategies to build connections that are fun, real, and lasting. If you want to dive deeper, I've got a guide called The Magnetic Man. It's packed with practical tips on everything from texting to dating to keeping the vibe strong. Drop me a message if you want the details. Or just start applying this stuff today and watch how it shifts things. Now go out there, live your best life, and let her come to you. You've got this.